tell everybody it's your fault? We started 15 minutes late today. 100% your fault. I had nothing to do with that. I wanted to start at 5 o'clock. You were not. Whoa, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I went to the wrong screen. Oh, there we are. Welcome. Welcome to your Vape at 5. It's Coil Show. With me as always, the marvelous Nick. What the fuck is going on over there? What you got on? You got some sunglasses? It's Nick Devine. Nick Devine. Right here.
Yeah. Just picked up these sunglasses today.
You picked those sunglasses up today, you did? Well, I'll tell you what, they're a little overwhelming. Well, I'm a little overwhelmed talking to you with those sunglasses.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I got them in a little bit if you want to know how.
You want to know how? Well, we could certainly do that. I think we should start out today. We started at 5:15 today. 100% Nick's fault. 150% Nick Devine's fault. I want to start at 5, Nick. Did you want to start at 5?
Doesn't matter. I'm getting paid anyway.
You're getting paid. Whoa! Holy shit! This is a new Nick. This is. Wait a minute. Is this Hollywood? Nick Devine? This might be Hollywood. Can we call you Hollywood?
My channel got monetized. I got Patreon. I'm making a lot of money.
You're making a lot of money. Right now, you're making a lot of money?
Whole bunch.
How? Like, well, we're on my channel now. Do you think I'll make some money today? Since
Probably.
Well, holy crap.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Let's see who's all in the chat here. We got Addy Tooney here. What's up, Addy? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Alex I don't know. Alex Med Renault? Med Renault? Fuck, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm terrible with names. I bet you Hollywood knows how to say it.
Probably not.
There's Arca Coil. What's up, Arca? How you doing, man? Very soon we'll be a featured builder on the Vape at 5. Big G Coil's got a big announcement today. We'll let him tell everybody in the chat. He's on a new build team, Nick. On a new build team, which is going to be featured here on the Vape at 5. That build team is.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll probably wear some sunglasses during that. Billy, what's up, Billy? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. BlackCat Whiteface Vapes. That's me. I keep losing subs, Nick. I've lost like 11 subs in the last 2 days. And I think it's because did you see the comment I made on Friday?
No. I did watch Friday with the vaping politician.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be it.
I made the comment about how I was going to sell guns to
Yeah.
I wanted to sell vape gear so I could sell guns. Yeah. I lost 11 subs because of that so far.
Yeah. I think it's just a weird thing that happens. Just,
do you think it's
sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down.
I don't know. I never lose subs. I was like, what the hell is going on? They're normally like kind of consistent going on. I don't know. Maybe it's the death of my channel. Buck Moody. That's why. At least I got you here to save me. Hollywood Nick Devine will save my channel. Buck Moody. What's up, Buck? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Charles McLaren, the Baron. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Charlie. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Dan, the man. What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Dustin Kendall. What's up, Dustin? I kept kicking Dustin out of the Discord. I kept, like my Discord I kept kicking him out. I got a harassing message from a gentleman by the name of Dustin. And he like kept sending me messages, and it got kind of weird. I blocked him, and next thing I know, I had another Dustin. Like I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he just kept sending me messages, and apparently like knew a little bit about me. Like he knew Veronica's name, he knew me. I was like, "This is kind of weird." So I looked in my Discord and all the names. I saw Dustin. I was like, "Holy fuck, it's Dustin! That guy's in my chat or in my Discord." So I fucking booted him. He came back on. He's like, "Did you boot me?" I was like, "What?" It's Dustin Kendall, so he changed his name. Good to see you, Dustin. Sorry about that. Fabian, what's up, Fabian? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Jane Dodd. It's Shy Tots Week. Did you know that, Nick?
I did. I seen yesterday. Yes.
You saw that yesterday? It's Shy Tots Week. I was told yesterday was a really great episode. Did you catch it?
I didn't watch it. I didn't. Not yet.
Really?
I will, though.
I need those views. So make sure you at least play it. Like, you don't have to watch it, but just play it on your phone. So I get the view. And hit thumbs up. Jay, great to see you, honey. Glad you're here at Shy Tots Week. No giveaway today. The giveaway today is Nick. You get Nick. That's what I'm giving you. Jennifer AW. What's up, Jennifer? How are you, honey? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Mr. Lewis Miller. What's up, Lewis? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here, sir. Mr. Pebble. What's up, Mr. Pebble, my Pebble? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. There he is, N Divine 83. Hollywood Nick Devine. That's what I like to call him. I can't wait to hear this story. You've changed, Nick.
You can't wait.
Something changed you.
Most people can't wait.
Something's changed you, Nick.
Yeah, all this money's probably changed me, but I think it's for the better. I think people are just smelling the money on me now.
Smelling the money? I smell it. I don't smell money. I smell like you just. Did you go to the bathroom when you got home? Forget to wash your hands?
I don't have to.
You have washers?
I don't have to.
Washers!
Yeah. They go to the bathroom for me. I don't even stress anymore. They just push my stomach and I don't even have to strain.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd love for somebody to, that would be really weird. Because they got to be like in a weird position.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound. What's that called? What's that? A blumpkin? You know what a blumpkin is?
Frumpkin, right?
No, blumpkin.
I think I know what you're talking about.
No. It's when you're taking a potty. Somebody's doing more than pushing on your stomach.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
Like, yeah. Patrick Ken, good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Starting out with Blumpkins. There goes more subs. Pittsburgh Vapes. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Thos Beans. What's up, Thos Beans? How are you, sir? Cool name. Tracy, what's up, Tracy? Good to see you, honey. Glad you're here. Mr. Vaping Swaggins. What's up, Vaping Swaggins? Great to see you, brother. Glad you are here. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Woodtick Mike. Let's go back to the chat here. Chat's a buzz. Chat's a buzz with this new Nick Devine. I'll tell you, I'm a little taken back. When you came in the Zoom room, you normally would greet me with, "Hey, Scott, how you doing?" You just walked in, you're like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
"Hey, Nick, how's everything going?" You're like,
It's going good. So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering where I got these cool AS sunglasses, and I'm sure a lot of you know that I'm making a lot of money now. My channel got monetized. I got a Patreon now.
Got a Patreon? You did?
Yeah, I got a Patreon. Making a lot of money, and it's just the beginning.
It's what?
It's just the beginning. I just made a purchase to Coil Society for about $162 yesterday.
$162 a wire?
Yeah. So thanks, Patreons. But I was driving home today and I felt like McDonald's, I felt like having a fish fillet with croutons.
Croutons?
Yeah, so I went to McDonald's.
That's the bread? You had a crouton as the bread, or you just had croutons on it?
Croutons on the sandwich.
Croutons.
Just the fish fillet with the croutons. I don't think it's a lot to ask. So, old Nick probably would have just kept driving home because save money. He doesn't want a stomach ache. So he probably just would have kept going. Or if he went there and he asked for a fish fillet with croutons and they turned him down, he probably just would have been like, all right, let me just get a 4-piece off the dollar menu,
4-piece nugget?
Yeah, not today. Not today. I walked right into McDonald's and I said, I want a fish fillet with croutons on it. And the lady at the counter said, we don't do that. I said, the sign on your door says, have it your way.
That's not McDonald's.
It was at this McDonald's.
Oh.
So I said, I'll take a fish fillet with croutons. And she said, sir, do you know how long that would take and how much that would cost you? I said, do you know who I am? Coil Wars, used guys, where's my 40 gauge? You don't recognize me?
You don't. Hold on. Did you take the glasses up? You're like,
I didn't have the glasses yet. I'm going to tell you where I got the glasses. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Nick. Somebody just called you Nick Hayes.
That's not funny. So they go, I say, can you please just get your manager? So she goes back and she gets her manager. All right. And the manager comes out. He's dressed in regular clothes. And he's got a nice pair of sunglasses, quite like these on.
Like those?
Yeah, just like these. So he comes up to the counter. He has his glasses on and he says, can I help you? I say, first of all, you could take your glasses off when you're talking to me. What are you, some kind of big shot? So
Nick, you were that. You said that to the McDonald's manager?
I wanted my sandwich, Scott. I wanted my sandwich. So he says,
That's
can I help
rude,
you?
Nick.
Yeah.
He's just trying to make a living just like you.
I said, the sign on your door says, have it your way. I ordered a fish fillet with croutons, and I'm told I can't get that. He says, man, do you know our sale? It's come pre-made. We would have to individually pick out the croutons to put on your sandwich. I said, listen, how much?
How much?
What? Money wasn't enough. I said, how much? He said, for what? I said, for everything. He said, for the fish fillet and I said, everything. How much? For the whole fucking establishment. He said, You can't be. I said, serious? Let me tell you about serious. I have a serious YouTube channel. I have a Patreon where people pay me serious money. I seriously want to buy this establishment. So,
did you make him give you your sunglasses?
I'll tell you where that came in, okay? So, he goes over. I say, listen, how about this? How much for your establishment? He says, my establishment costs $2.6 million.
Jesus.
I said, I'll give you $2.65 if you go make my sandwich, and I'll buy this whole place. I get out my checkbook, and he goes over to the grill, throws the fish fillet sandwich on the grill. I said, hold on a second. I might not have enough funds. He picked up the bread, threw it on the ground, and said, I fucking knew it. I said, sir, let me just go over to my Patreon and transfer a couple funds. So I transfer the funds, write up the check. I pass it to him. I say, can you please make that to go? I'm going to be on Black Cat White Face today.
Did you tell
him
that?
He said, Black Cat White Face. I love Black Cat White Face.
He loves me?
Yep.
He probably unsubscribed.
There.
That was probably one of the guys who unsubscribed to me, Nick.
Yeah, he's probably watching right now because I'll tell you why. So he's making my sandwich, and as he's making my sandwich, he's telling me how life sucks, how the place has just been a money hole ever since he got it, that he'll probably, with this money, never work again. He'll probably never go outside again, that he'll probably just get a mail-order wife, play video games, and just, get fat the rest of his life. He gets done with my sandwich, passes it off, and almost runs out the door. I said, sir, wait a minute. I walk up to him and I say, you said you're not going to have to go outside anymore. How much for the sunglasses? He said, sir, these are Ray-Bans. I paid $200. I said, I'll give you $250. He said, can I keep my lanyard? I pointed to the door and I said, have it your way. So
you took his sunglasses too?
That's where I got these sunglasses, $250. So that was the $250, and it's only the third most expensive thing I paid for today. When you think about it, $250. The sandwich was $500,000, and $2.6 million for the whole establishment.
How was that sandwich?
Oh, I just took a picture of it and put it on my Twitter.
On your Twitter?
I didn't even eat it. Yeah, didn't even eat it. So money will change.
I like the new Nick. I like the old Nick. This is Hollywood Nick. I don't like Hollywood Nick.
I hope I make that much money at some point. I wouldn't buy a McDonald's.
You were not going to make that much money, Nick. No way. If you do, then don't forget me. Don't forget me if you ever make that much money. You
know how people like Nicolas Cage are actually like that?
Yeah.
There's
some actors, that like are so disconnected from actual reality where they actually think stuff like that. Like, and you see them, and there's nothing better than seeing them like lose their mind on somebody, and it's so fucking funny. They have absolutely no idea what reality is.
Yeah. It's funny because people do get big heads like that too, even if they have just a YouTube channel. They do. That's like kind of where the whole Ned thing came from, is because people are too damn serious. That's why, like, we were talking before we came on. I said, Scott, when's the last time you seen Rip Tripper's video? He wears sunglasses in the video.
Yeah.
But I always liked Rip Trippers back then because he never took himself too seriously. I always liked that about him, that he's just a goofy motherfucker and he never took himself too seriously. And I think some people just take themselves way too seriously.
With Rip, though, like, I like Rip. I don't mind Rip Trippers at all. I mean, I think it is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a salesman. I kind of touched on that yesterday, but the reason he wears those glasses is because he has a light like I do, a circle light around his camera, and he shot a video. I think might have been for Mike's Rebirth or something, and he didn't have the glasses on, and you could see the reflection in his eyes of the light. So I think that's why he wears the sunglasses now, so you can't see the reflection of the light in his eyes. That's what I assume, and it's probably really fucking bright. I mean, it's bright. There's a lot of light on me right now. It's bright. You just get kind of used to it after a while. But I think that's what he did that for.
It's you ever watch? Do you like watch any like comedy or like comedy YouTube or comedy specials? Do you know Chris D'Elia?
Chris D'Elia?
D'Elia.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a show I watch. It's called Fighter and the Kid. It's an old UFC fighter and a comedian, Brian Callen. Brian Callen is the guy. He's Eddie in Hangover. The guy, like, I'll marry you, no problem. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
that guy. Okay, yeah,
so that's Brian Callen, and he's like, yeah, we could do a divorce. It breaks my heart every time, but I'll do it.
yeah. Yeah, that guy. With the
Yeah.
wife and the, yeah.
So it's him and an ex UFC fighter who became a comedian. It's their podcast, and they have Chris D'Elia on. And Chris D'Elia wears sunglasses all the time. And they're like, "Can you take off your sunglasses while you're in it?" He's like, "I keep these on because my future's so bright." He says stupid shit like that. He's real funny. I gotta send you a link to one of the videos.
So what other besides? This is a good question for you. So besides, I think we've discussed. My computer just like it's flipping out. Hold on. Besides coil vaping related YouTube, what is like the stuff that you really like watching on YouTube?
So that fighter and the kid show is a big. I watch a lot of Joe Rogan. I watch that fighter and the kid show because that fighter and the kid show also talks about. I'm into MMA a lot.
Yeah.
And they talk about whatever fights are happening or just happened. So I get the best of both worlds. I get comedy and the fights in one show.
Nice.
I watch a lot of comedy channels, and then I'm into these reaction videos, like music reaction videos. Like when a song for music comes out, I watch like hip hop head watches Slipknot.
Yeah.
Videos. Watches a metal video, or I was.
You watch the two brothers. They're black dudes.
Yeah,
and they're brothers. One's bald head, and they do a lot of cool. They do a lot of cool videos.
Yeah, I watch them. There's one guy in particular. He's a skinny white dude. His name's something Hefner, but he's really good. And there's one. I was just talking about this live the other day. It's a priest. And he'll watch music that's like anti-Semitic, like Marilyn Manson or like Slayer, and he watches it with his son and like breaks it down. He ends up like liking the songs at the end of the day, but he tells him like, I know like he feels like God has forsaken him in this situation, but in the Bible it says God doesn't owe you anything. I watch like that. It's a pastor that watches videos.
That's a pretty interesting spin.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool channel. I don't watch it too much, but it's some songs it's pretty cool to listen to.
Yeah, those are good. I watch a lot of that. I watch it, man. I'll tell you. I told you I watched the primitive like technology type stuff where they basically build stuff with their hands and like out of like just random stuff. Like the one guy even uses like a stone axe. Like he uses no modern shit, and he'll build like a hut or like just different stuff like a pond.
Yeah.
One guy built a pool. It's like crazy, man. Like he built a pool and then he went to this like river back and forth and filled up a bucket. And he had to fill the bucket up to fill up the pool. He probably had to fill that thing up like I bet you he made 1,000 trips back and forth. Yeah. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, and, it's funny. It's funny how the internet works because you could see whatever. Me and my buddy were just talking about this today. Like, it seems like to me, fly fishing's bigger, and it's bigger because of the internet. But fly fishing is such an outdoor thing to do. But people can now share like how you fly fish. Now you learn it, and you could do all this other stuff. And it's just weird how that works. Like that guy is probably the guy you're talking about, such an outdoorsman, but he's using the internet to show the stuff that he loves. That's all outdoor stuff. It's funny how it all works out.
Yeah, it's funny how basically filming something for people to sit inside and watch that is all about outdoors. And I love this. I also watch a lot of card breaking, which is people, they buy a baseball card and football card boxes and then break them, and you get to see like what they get. I watch a lot of that. It's really like, if you don't like that kind of stuff, it's boring. But to me, it's like awesome because you can see what's in the box and like what they get. But it's just funny, some of the stuff. And I watch a lot of I like a lot of road rage stuff. I like road rage. Do you watch road rage things?
I never even heard of that. It's just people having road rage.
Yeah. It's one. It's called like Savage Road, I think is the name of it. And it's basically, it's just compilations of people having road rage and like freaking out on other people. and like hitting other people or doing something. They're fucking fat. They're hilarious. I mean,
Yeah,
some of them are pretty scary.
yeah.
And then I like to watch find like the creepiest things on the internet. Like I always try to find the creepiest shit. And the last thing I watched this show called Trace Evidence. I don't watch it, but I listen to it. It's a podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts now about like murder
I
mysteries and
do too,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of YouTube. A fucking lot of YouTube, man. Probably more so than than is even like remotely normal.
You should try Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's like a man's man. He's like there's a lot of stuff that there's like you have to look for something you're interested in though. Like just like whatever you like. I don't know if you ever had baseball card guy on there, but we got to get a baseball guy on there.
Yeah, that would be nice. They've talked about trying to get Grimm on there.
Yeah.
To kind of represent us.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd represent us, but just kind of talk about vaping and things like that. That'd be good for the community.
Yeah.
Somebody said, what they say? Charlie said, watch boat launch failures. Boat launch failures. I've got to write that down because that sounds like something I need to watch. I'm always up for watching something new. Now, I'm going to tell you what we have been addicted to watching. And I doubt you watch it, but I'm going to tell you, I've got to turn you on to this show. Have you ever heard of 90 Day Fiancé? Do you know the premise of this show, Nick?
No, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. I don't really know what's going on, though.
So the premise of 90 Day Fiancé is that a person in the United States finds someone that they've fallen in love with from another country, and then they have to come to the United States for 90 days. And they have to decide whether they want to marry them before their visa runs out. K-1 visa runs out. So it's a 90-day show. And typically, the guys, believe it or not, it's mostly men who bring people over. But there are women, too, who do it. Yeah. And the mismatch and when you look at a couple and you're like, they don't look right. Like, there's something seriously wrong with this couple. That's all of them. That's all of them. And it is literally the funniest shit. It is one of the funniest fucking shows I've ever watched in my entire life. Veronica and I are addicted to it. And like last night we watched it for like 4 hours. Different shows.
That's funny. I got offered to do. I used to work with these Israelis, and I got offered to do that to marry some guy's sister just to bring her over. Mm-hmm. It was really awkward. I actually ended up like stopped work. Like we got into a real fight like after that. And I think it was because of that. I think it's because I turned him down. I think he took a real offense to it.
What? Because you were supposed to marry someone?
He asked me, and we were talking about it, and I was kind of like, I didn't take it seriously at first, and I kind of laughed, and I was like, no, you seriously do that? And he's like, yeah, dude, she'll do whatever you want, too. She's a beautiful girl. I was like, your sister? And he's like, yeah. And I was like kind of joking about it. And after that, me and his relationship was not good at all.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand like people did that. I was young. I was like 22. I was like, wait, what?
My buddy in New York, they paid him $10,000.
Yeah, he said it like
$10,000 to marry a lady and bring her to the United States, and they never even talked. Like, I don't even know if he even met her. She just like came over here, they got married, got the document. And she came over and she does her own thing. And he does his own thing. I don't know if they're still married. I think they're still married. They gave him like $10,000 for it.
Dude, I was going out with my daughter's mom, and I told him that, and he's like, "You guys aren't married, though." I said, "Yeah." I was like, "But that wouldn't be good." And he's like, "Dude, it doesn't have to mean anything. You just marry her and bring her over." I was like, "What?" And now I understand it. I understand like people do anything to get their family over here.
Matt Gunther said, best stuff is the Rough and Rowdy YouTube channel. Random people boxing that aren't boxers.
I like fighting channels, too. I like watching some of that stuff. I don't watch it so much anymore because I like watching professional stuff more, but yeah.
Have you seen Charlie? He says he's undefeated. Charlie Zanoff. Have you ever seen Charlie Zanoff videos?
No.
You should watch it. He's this guy. He's just a random guy, and he says he's like basically he says he's undefeated boxer, and he goes into and he's completely serious. He's deranged. He's completely serious. He says he's never been beat. He's 100-0, and he goes into like 24-hour fitnesses, and he'll be like, "Hey, do you want to box?" And the guys will be like, "No," and he'll be like, "Yeah, come on, man, box. I got you some gloves. Let's do it." Yeah, and he somehow talks these guys into boxing, and then they'll be putting on their gloves, and he'll just sucker punch them right in the fucking face, hard.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I won. And they'll be like, hold on, motherfucker, wait a minute. Like, they're getting their gloves on, they're going to fuck him up. And he's like, no, it's over, I won. And they're like, what? So he did a video where he actually, he was calling some heavyweight out. And a guy who was really good, and the guy whooped his ass for him. Good. And then, like, yeah, it's pretty fucking... Charlie Zenoff. If anybody's seen Charlie Zenoff, just comment in the chat, let me know.
Yes. How much was he willing to pay? He was willing to pay his sister, like, whatever.
Oh, he's going to pay for you to yeah. If he's going to give you 10 grand, I mean...
No, I don't even think he did offer any money. I think he was offering his sister, yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's like... I mean... I'm not saying she would be a great wife. But it'd be kind of... I don't know. It'd be really tough to marry somebody you didn't know.
So he was my age. He was a pretty good looking dude. So I was like trying to imagine him with a wig on. I was like, I guess.
Like, what kind of... Did he show you a picture of her?
No,
Nah, she must not have been good looking then. No. If he didn't show you a picture, then she must not have been that good looking.
Yeah, it was like maybe a conversation we were doing during work. We had it for about 20 minutes, and then I think he got offended that I was laughing at the situation, which is messed up because it was like right before 9/11, so shit was bad over there.
Where was this at? Where was he at?
We were working in Philadelphia.
But where was his sister from?
Oh, Israel.
Oh, Israel. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you do? So let me tell you, would you have kept laughing if he'd been like, here she is, and like showed you a picture, and she was like fucking smoking hot? Would you stop laughing?
Probably not laughing as hard, but I was like...
I would have been like, what? Really? I would probably been like, oh.
I never heard... Like, I watched that Mail Order Wife... Did you ever see that Mail Order Wife movie? It's supposed to be real, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a real movie because I know that the one dude in it is actually an actor. But there's a movie called Mail Order Wife, and it's a documentary about a guy who orders a wife.
Really?
And starts like cheating on him.
Huh.
And it's a really good movie, but it's not real. They try to sell it as it being real, like Blair Witch Project, but it's not real.
It's not real. That sounds pretty interesting, though. I mean, I'm telling you, it's what 90 Day Fiancé is.
Yeah,
it's basically like they meet these male, and it's not just men. There's some women too, and it's funny because there's one lady who's a blonde. She's a blonde lady. She's fit and attractive, and she's had work done. Mm-hmm. So she's got like fake boobs and like she's actually pretty attractive. And like she went to Jamaica and she's like 32, and she married like this like 19-year-old Jamaican guy. And it's like so weird. It's like what happened in your life where you're like, I'm just gonna go marry a 19-year-old guy? Not that he's Jamaican, like who fucking cares about that? But 19 years old for a 32-year-old woman, that's kind of weird, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something
even for a guy, that's weird.
Her.
It's too much of an age gap. Like you have nothing in common.
Yeah.
32 and 19, there's nothing in common at all. So yeah.
Dr. Pimple Popper shows.
No, I don't watch any Pimple Popper stuff. My daughter loves that. So does my wife. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, I don't watch that stuff. I get I get why people do, but it's just not for me. I don't like watching stuff like that. I get like squeamish.
Yeah.
And not even like because like somebody's skin's breaking. It's just nasty to me.
Yeah. I'm not like, I don't like any gross stuff. Like any kind of car wreck stuff, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
That shit just, I can't take it.
We just finished watching the first season of 13 Reasons Why. You ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen them both.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second season yet. We just watched the last episode last night. And I want to watch that Chernobyl. I heard that Chernobyl's really good.
I just finished that. That ended last night. I was actually like, before, I'm weird, but I got really into Chernobyl, like the whole event, back in like the early 2000s. And I literally spent like 3 years of my life researching Chernobyl, like weird, like just wanting to know what happened. And like, and I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there, to Pripyat and to Chernobyl and to the actual, the power plant ran for like 20 more years after that disaster. The other 3 reactors ran. They didn't close the site down. They kept it going.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about it at all. I gotta watch that because I don't know much, but I know what nuclear damage does. I know it's really crazy.
It was fucking. I mean, basically, like that event alone, Chernobyl. The event that happened and everything that happened after that was the fall of the Soviet Union. That's that's basically what crushed the Soviet Union. Honestly, that one event.
That's crazy.
Yeah, stopped a nation. Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's a really good show, and I think they do, as far as Chernobyl goes, from what I understand, they did a really, really good job of keeping it pretty consistent to what I had. Some of the numbers that they gave were a little different than what I've actually found. One of the big numbers is they said it was 400 miners that did the excavation underneath the reactor. I heard it was more like 2,500, but there was like things like that were off. But I mean, for the most part, it was pretty accurate from what I can tell to what the information I've looked up. So if you get a chance to watch it, it's good.
Yeah, I do want to watch it. It's what else do we watch here? I just like I like Judge Judy a lot. I watch a lot of Judge Judy.
My dad watches that.
Yeah, I don't watch any other judge shows, but I do like Judge Judy. It's weird. It's like once you get good TV and you get every channel, you start watching the shit that was on regular ass TV.
Yeah. Dude, only thing I watch I watch the 98 Fiance, I watched Chernobyl, I watched Game of Thrones. What'd you think of Game of Thrones?
So Game of Thrones was like, I like Game of Thrones a lot, and I didn't even mind the last season. There was a couple things that were really stupid, and it seemed like they were taking their time in places and then rushing in places. Like, it made no sense. Like, why were you taking your time here and rushing over here? You should have, made the important parts longer. Like, Daenerys, like, I get it. I think she should have did that, but it wasn't like they didn't develop that part very well. Like, just out of nowhere, she just snaps. Like, they should have showed, like, her on the dragon waiting for the bells and then, like, seeing Grey Worm die, and then she goes crazy.
Yeah. Like, that whole flip on her character was off.
Yeah.
It wasn't, there was no, like, build up to it. It was, like, basically 2 episodes, and she was nuts.
Yeah, like the whole time she's doing all this good stuff and you're rooting for her, and then out of nowhere she just flips to being crazy.
Yeah.
But
that storyline was weak as fuck.
Yeah,
and the way they killed the Night King I thought was weak as fuck.
Yeah, they should have did like I
should have been Jon Snow versus the Night King, and then Jon Snow wins.
Yeah, I hated that. Jon Snow is the greatest swordsman ever lived. He should have fought the Night King. That's like, it's like they didn't want to do what everybody said was going to happen when that's stupid. Like, we know, like, that's just what should happen. Jon Snow should fight the Night King. Just because we think that's what should happen doesn't mean you should change it. You should make that happen. At least make it happen and, like, the Night King win and knock Jon Snow down, and then Arya. Like, they didn't fight at all? At all? That's so stupid.
No. He like, totally, he dicked them because then he brings all the guys back. But my question is, so they were the cadavers, right? They were down in the bottom. Like, weren't all those people dead? So when he rose all the dead people, wouldn't it have rose them too?
What's that?
The when the Night King went like this and brought all the dead people back to life, wouldn't that have got the people who were in the fucking basement? Like, they were in that basement with all them dead people.
They did. Okay, so that's something that when I was watching it with my daughter's mom, she said they did raise the crypts. They did. It's very, very, very hard to see, but they did. They did start coming out of the crypts.
Did you gotta
watch them. Yes, they did. They did. And actually, the one looks like the maester, the skinny, bald-headed maester. The one is wearing his clothes, and it looks like him. But that's the only one you could kind of tell. They only show, like, 2 of them, but they do show the crypts opening.
Is that when people are coming through the walls? Is that what that was?
Yeah. That's what she said.
Well, that makes sense, then.
Yeah. That's what she said, too. She was like, no, they're just coming through the walls from outside. I was like,
that's what I thought.
They're coming out of the graves. They're buried in the walls.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think it was that great. And I'll be honest, by that time, I had already kind of shifted to Chernobyl. Like, there were seasons, I think the Battle of the Bastard and, like, that season was fucking fantastic. The Ramsey guy, like, he was such a dick, but he was such a good character, man.
Yeah.
Ramsey was a fucking great character. Like, he was so evil, man. So fucked up. And, I just think they lost something when I just thought the last season just didn't have it for me.
Well, it's because the writing, like the writing wasn't there. They had the books all them seasons, and then after the books were over, they had to write it all by themselves, and they just didn't do as good of a job as the writer did. But like even at the end, like Grey Worm shouldn't have lived, first of all, and then Grey Worm brings out Tyrion and goes, shut up, you don't say anything. And Tyrion's like, all right, one more thing. I think Bran should be king. And everybody's like, yeah, Tyrion, that's a great idea. Bran should be king. And Grey Worm's standing there like, what the fuck? Like, I just told you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But they all listen to him anyway. It's like, why is Grey Worm still alive? I don't understand.
Yeah, he was a dick. And another thing about it, that every episode was leaked. Every single one.
Yeah, I knew what was happening at the last. I actually gave up and just read what the last episode was going to be. When it started happening, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go. Bran's going to be king."
And he is. And like they could not have made like a worse like king than him. Like I don't see how you could end the series on that. Like he's not strong enough to be king. Like he's he can see shit now. That's not how that works. People aren't going to sit around on their hands and be like, oh, well, he's a good guy and he can see things in the future. No, they're going to fucking kill his ass. Yeah. And somebody else is going to take it. That's how that works.
And think about it. If the Lannister men are all dead, right? If the North goes back to the North with Sansa, right? Wow. And Grey Worm takes his army on the ships.
Yeah, they're gone.
Who's protecting Bran?
Who knows? Everybody else is dead.
Yeah, Brienne of Tarth?
There's nobody left.
Yeah, what if an army comes? They're fucked.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's just so weird. Like, I just thought the ending sucked. I don't know. So, Cersei's death with his cheat, yeah. The way Cersei died was fucking sucked. And then they try to make it, like, where people started feeling sorry for Cersei at the end because, like, dude, she was a fucking bitch. Yeah. Like, I wanted to see her, like, burn up.
Yeah, and they look pretty. The Lannisters look pretty good for getting their head crushed in with rocks too.
Yeah, at the end,
picked up the rocks, they were good.
Yeah,
they were only pretty good. Like 2 rocks, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you think they like would have got up and like got out of there after that.
No blood anywhere.
So yeah, there was a lot of things in it that I don't know. Maybe it would have been more so. Maybe it would have been more like what people think, but fuck it, man. Give us what we want. Like, don't give us some bullshit Bran being king at the end. Fuck that.
There's so many things they could have did that's better than that. Like, there's been so many theories that were better than what they did. It's stupid. And then Jon's back where he started anyway.
Yeah, he's back up north.
Like, I get it in the books, like wherever there was love, there was tragedy. Like whenever a couple got together, one of them died. That's how it happened throughout the whole show. So they showed no couples at the end. If you think about it, there is absolutely no couples at the end. But we can't show Jon like find a wildling girl and like smile at her or some shit. He's just alone the whole fucking time in the fucking north. Like what the fuck?
He went north of the wall with the wildlings. He's going there to be their king, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I'm sure there's going to be some spin-off shows, and that was all set up for those. I'm sure that's what a lot of it was. They're going to do spin-offs of it, and so they
maybe a movie or some shit.
Oh yeah. They should have let the dragon eat her. They should have done something like that.
Yeah, and then they just got a dragon flying around. Okay, let's just leave the dragon.
And the dragon doesn't get pissed off and like kill people when his mom dies. Like he just flies away.
Yeah.
The fuck is that all about? That dragon should have. I mean, he just destroyed the whole fucking town.
Yeah.
He's just gonna fly away.
Yeah, and apparently he's got like opposable thumbs and shit. Like.
So what do you got going on this week, Nick? Anything good?
So coil class tonight. I'm gonna upload a video also sometime this week, maybe 2 videos. It depends. But yeah, coil class tonight doing arch claptons and actually what we were talking about a snake belly, which a snake belly is different than what I thought a snake belly is. So I've never done a snake belly before. So not dragon scale. Did I say dragon scale? No, not dragon scale.
Talking out with Batman in the chat. What's up, Batman? How you doing, man?
What's up, Batman? Batman lives close to me, right?
Yeah, Batman. Well, he lives north of you. He's in Pennsylvania, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not down in Philly. He might be from. I don't know if Batman's from Philly, but he don't live in Philly.
Yeah.
North of you.
There's a couple people with channels in PA, Philadelphia, because DIY or Die is also in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's another one too. God, who's
Oh, Vape and Heathen.
Heathen? Yep, he's a firefighter in Philly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He works with a couple of my buddies, actually.
that's awesome, man. So, tomorrow I have a review. I'm reviewing the Serpent bottom feeder. Now, this is an oldie, Nick. Have you ever used this? This is an oldie but a
I
goodie.
know about it though.
So
Yeah.
I've been using it for the last week, and I like it. I just kind of let that out of the bag. I mean, it vapes really, really nice. It's like a 22 millimeter dual coil, but it's got a ton of airflow. For being that small, it's perfect. It's been really, really nice. So I'm reviewing that, and then I just got in the Axial RDA. And apparently, now, I had a little thing with Asmodus. Did you ever see what happened with Asmodus? I gave a couple of their products bad reviews, and they stopped sending me stuff.
Really?
Yeah, but Miss Sally, the lady who works for her, I'm super nice to her, and she messaged me and said that Asmodus is going to be sending me more stuff for review. So I'm going to have some Asmodus stuff to review. Pretty excited about that.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to have companies send you stuff. It's to keep the channel going, even if you
I only do 4 reviews a month, but it's still expensive to buy the shit.
Yeah.
That's why having the Patreon is what keeps it that I can afford to do all that and get stuff that people actually want reviewed. You know what I mean?
You should review stuff I mean, I'm gonna get into this too. Review stuff that is even old that you really, really like them RDAs that are your favorite that you never got to review because you didn't have a channel in. You know?
I mean, I've thought about it. I've got pretty much every old RDA. We're talking about the mutinies and what's the other one?
I never seen
Mutation, not Mutiny, but I've got the Mutation 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
I've got the Velocity. I've got not the original, but a clone of that. It's hard to find the originals.
Hard. Yeah, the original was extremely hard to get.
It's really hard to get. I got a clone of it though, but I thought about bringing some of this back. I got Addie's K-Fun. I thought about reviewing that, bringing some of that back.
People would love to see that. People would love to see that because people don't even know what K-Funs are anymore. Most people aren't vaping that long to know what a K-Fun is.
Well, there's a couple of new ones. They got a K-Fun Lite out now, and they've got a K-Fun, I think it's V52, something like that I've seen that look really nice. Oh, see, Batman wants to hang out with you. He doesn't want to hang out with me.
Yeah, it's cool. You are here once in a while.
I drive through Philadelphia once every 6 weeks. I get through Philly. I haven't stopped and seen you. We're normally I'm normally trying to get home when I'm leaving.
I understand that. That's
and once I get on the road, it's I just want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's it's been kind of so we haven't stopped, which I'd love to come and see you, but
you do. Yeah, you have an agenda when you're going there, and when you're done there, you just want to get home.
I maximize every minute I can spend with my daughter. So it's when I'm leaving, I'm getting home, going to bed, and going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if I stop anywhere, it's we're trying to boogie to make it back. You know what I mean? It says I feel like the folks in the USA are being really shafted. I'm not sure, man. Maybe about the vape stuff. Yeah.
But I mean,
dude, Batman just said I can come by. I may do that, man. Absolutely. Maybe I'll pick Nick up and we'll swing up there.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sweet, man. I'd love to hang out with you.
How long is the drive anyway?
To my daughter?
Yeah.
It's about 9.5. About a 9.5 hour drive.
Wow. I never drove that long.
Really?
Yeah, never drove that long.
It's not bad. It goes quick because it's right down I go I-70 to the Jersey PA Turnpike, Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Yeah, I took a train for pretty long, but the longest drive I took was just when we went to NVE. It was a 5-hour drive. When
you went in Detroit?
No, NVE in
in Connecticut.
Yeah. It was a 3.5 hour drive there and a 5-hour drive back.
Yeah. You get stuck in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. That little area in New York going up to Connecticut sucks.
Yeah. It's very busy.
Yeah. That shit's awful. That's awesome, Batman. Well, thank you for the invitation, dude. That'd be fucking sweet. I'd love to. I'd love to see Batman. I'd want to see Batman's camera setup because I think he has the best camera setup out of everybody.
Yeah.
I want to like learn how to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have really good stuff. I know DJ LSB Vapes has a really
His stuff. He's got a rail, like one of those rails that moves with the
Yeah.
camera, and that's how he does a lot of his like opening shots
Mhm.
on that rail.
Yeah.
Manipulated Metals was telling me about that because he's got one too for his coil shots. He has like a rail that he moves it on,
Yeah.
and he was telling me about that. How they're expensive. They're like it's like $1,000 for one of those.
Yeah, there's so you could spend so much money on that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, on camera stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
You could drop $5,000 in camera stuff
Yeah.
and still not have everything you wanted.
Yeah, it depends like what you're doing, how much you like what you're gonna buy. There's just so much stuff to get.
And I mean, I think that it's in this community, in the YouTube community, and in the building community, which are the two biggest that use cameras in our entire community. People are really good. Like I got my camera from Mark Fagan. I got my other camera from a coil builder. So I mean, it's like people pass stuff down and make it available to us. You know what I mean? That you can like when I'm done with that one, I'll probably pass it on to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the one good thing about the community is people like try to help each other out. And both the cameras I got were way under what they're worth is what I paid. You know, so
Yeah.
that's really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have that was either given to me, helped me out with. That even the monitor I'm using was sent from somebody.
Yeah. I got pretty much. I mean, not a whole lot, but a lot of stuff. Like the one thing I think is you got to buy is lights. That's the biggest thing. You're buying good lights will make your picture look 1,000 times better than it normally did.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah, I want to get them, but I know I'm going to have to move my table when I do it. So it's not just buying them, it's also doing a bunch of work because my table, my wall's right there. I'm going to have to move it back.
Yeah, it's called a slider, is what they're saying. That thing for the camera is called a slider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things are fantastic.
Yeah, they have manual ones for cheap as well. It's just more work. You're gonna pay like $40, but you're gonna have to do more manual work, obviously.
Yeah, but if it's 40 versus 1,000, that's. I mean, as long as it's steady. And he said he sold a couple Addies to buy his camera, upgrade his camera for shows. That you know what you can get away with with the 922. The 922 Logitech is about 130, 140 bucks. And you can use, that's a good fucking camera, man.
Yeah.
You can use that and get away with it until you really want to move up into like actual HD cameras.
Yeah.
$2 for maybe Leo Barry. $2 because Nick is filthy rich. Nick is filthy rich.
I do appreciate how awesome is it that people sign up for the Patreon.
I know.
It's awesome. Like yesterday, I did like $162 wire order, which I hadn't do in a while. I don't think I've bought wire. Like the last time I bought it, I did a big order, and I don't think I bought wire in like a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So I was really running low on a lot of stuff. Not a year, probably 6 months, because I keep buying like a couple spools that I run out of.
Paste this in here.
But I haven't done a big order like that in like a year.
I haven't bought wire in forever. I need to do a wholesale order. I need to do another wholesale order for everybody. I just haven't been building, man, so I haven't bought any. But we got a guy in here, Anthony Michael C. You put in. I just reposted it. Calling the governor to veto SB 263.phone. I don't know. Oh, that's his phone number. I'm assuming that is a vape bill. I know there's a bunch of them going around right now. Oh, you got a Sony A5100, Swags? That's a nice fucking camera. A Sony A5100? Wow, that's better than my camera. I mean, mine's good, but that's. I think you can. I don't know if you can do 4K in that.
Cool.
I finally got my eBay store up and running. Been selling stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a bunch of. It's going pretty good, man. I've been buying baseball cards and selling them.
Oh
People are
shit.
buying them. I mean, I had a little. That's why I had to start a little late today. I had to do a drop off.
Oh
Had some guy
really?
buy some, yeah.
That's awesome that you could actually
I got all kinds of hustles, dude. I got all kinds of hustles for like spending money. Like I don't use it anything but like spending money, going out to eat, things like that. Like I'd probably be smart if I saved it, but I don't.
You're like Jay-Z. You could sell water to a well, huh?
I'm pretty good at sales. Yeah, but the thing is, I only buy stuff that I know people like. I think that's the key. Is find stuff that people like and then work your ass off and figure out how you can get it. And fucking get it for people at a better price. I mean, that's what sales is. Get something that people want at a better price than they can get it for normally. And that's how you do it, man.
This is the one I got. I think Batman might be talking about the one I have. I mean, this was more than 5. It was like 680 at the time, but that was like over a year ago. This isn't too expensive. And
What
this
is it?
Canon SL2. Canon SL2.
SL2?
Yeah.
That's a really nice camera, Nick.
Yeah, it's a good camera. This is the same one that like Prescription Coils uses. And it was like 670 or something.
The A5100 is really nice, Sony. Sony's really nice because you can use it on the. I have a Cam Link, the 4K Cam Link, which is what you have to plug your, because you have to have that Cam Link thing,
Yeah.
or to put your thing in. Well, most of the Sonys work with it. Canons, the problem with using your Canon as, I think it's called the M5. There's one of them that's really, really good, and I think it's the one Batman's talking about that's 500. But the problem with it is, for using it live, you'll have, and Stan talked about this, is you have to keep turning it off and on because it'll shut off after like 15 minutes. It has an automatic shut off. And that's one of the problems with the Canons.
Mine does it when I'm like uploading videos and stuff. How are you keeping your camera on?
That's not the one he said. How do I keep mine on?
Like the battery not dying.
I have a plug. I don't even have a battery in mine.
Okay.
I just plug it in.
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, those are the two things I want to get: is the Cam Link and the plug for it.
I may have one I can send you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. It's fucking international because my camera is the international version of a Canon, so I have an international adapter. It's different. It plugs in different. Yeah. It plugs in different. The end is the same, but the way it goes, it like goes in on these 2-prong things. It's different.
I know what you're
saying.
saying.
It won't work for yours. I was gonna say I'd give it to you. The M50. That's what I was thinking it was. The M50 Canon. The picture on it is fucking banging. But I'll tell you, it's fun to look up camera stuff. But man, it's fucking expensive. Like the real one, the Sony that I wanted is the Sony I believe that Fagan uses now. And it is, let me figure out which one it is.
What are dummy batteries?
Dummy batteries?
Just
like a plastic holder for your, so it doesn't mess your camera up. Just put like a plastic holder back there, so you just plug it in. I don't even have that. I have nothing on the back of mine. Sony Cam quarter.
Just get the 1080p one.
Yeah, because you can't broadcast at 4K. It's impossible.
Okay. All right, cool.
You can't. I mean, it's too. I mean, I have like a T3 connection up, probably more than that, and I can't broadcast that.
Now, what if I want to record straight to my computer though? Like, let's say I want to do a pre-recorded video with my camera plugged into the computer, because right now, I have to upload my stuff, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm guessing there's even a quicker way if the camera's directly into the computer.
You got to get the Cam Link. You got to get a link.
Now,
and they're like $200.
Since I'm not live though, should I get the 4K?
You could do a video in 4K. Mm-hmm. I think streaming with it's nearly impossible.
I don't even know.
The camera that I wanted was the Sony AX53. That's the one that I wanted. And it's like $800 camcorder, and that's what I wanted, but I just couldn't swing it. And then there's an AX33 Sony that's really, really nice as well. ST, what's up, ST? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And the 6400 is the that is the 6400 is the shit. Which one is that? Camera 6400. See, all these like ST and Mark and Batman, they all that's basically. That's the Sony A6400. That's what Mike has, is the A6400, I believe. And, like, the thing about that one that I really like is the fucking focus on it. Have you ever seen, like, when Mike holds something up to the camera and how quick it focuses? It's, like, weird how quick it focuses. It's, like, right on it as soon as he does it. And that's the kind of camera that's what I like, that's having the quick focus. Like, this one does pretty good. Like, if I hold something up, it pulls it pretty quick. But it's not like that one.
Yeah, like the Logitech takes a while. Like when you do stuff like that, that's one thing I do notice is it takes, especially when I'm live, like trying to show like the smaller stuff. But what's funny is when you put the macro clip on, it focuses like immediately. I don't know why that is, but like I could get it every time, like immediately.
Which one is that on the 922? On your camera.
922, yeah.
And if you look like that coil that you just showed, that interlock alien, that's not an interlock, but staggered alien. That's a fucking hard coil to see. So when you can show that, you're getting really good picture on that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, even without the macro clip, I mean, it'll take a while, and my lighting's really bad right now. But without the macro clip, it's going to take me a while. I'm going to have to bring it up there, and it'll get it, but it takes forever. But watch, see, it'll take forever to do that. But once I put the clip on, it will focus. I guess there's only so much it could focus on, so it just focuses immediately anyway.
So ST says the capture cards are not that expensive. And so the Camlink's $130. $130 now. I think I paid $156.
It used to be much more expensive.
And I think it's gone down. Because people were saying it wasn't very good. I've had no problems with it at all. It's been fine for me.
I watched reviews on it, and it seems like people love it. Yeah, because there's another way to do it as well. You have to get like a whole box and shit for it.
Well, you can do game capture. Like that's what I learned from. I think Mark told me to look at them, and then I looked at game captures and started watching how they did that, and that's what I was like trying to model it after. But yeah.
It's a whole other world you get into. It's crazy, but
it's fun. It's fun to. I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, if you do it like, anybody who's doing YouTube, and if you put in the hours, you've done the shows, and like you said with the Patreon and thing like that, it's like you just start building it up little by little. You know what I mean? Like, don't go out and like spend like $5,000. You know what I mean? But if you do like, and if you know people that are getting trying to sell stuff, you know what I mean, who are saying, well, I've got this camera, I'm not going to use it. You know what I mean? I'll just sell it. And then you can pick stuff up for relatively cheap. You can start picking up like a pretty good setup. Like I'm really, really happy with my setup right now.
Yeah.
I just need a better download camera because I have to manually, I use my 922 for my down low, and I have to manually adjust it. But to upgrade a camera, I not only have to get the camera, I have to get the capture card too. So it's like if I'm going to do it, like I'm going to do it in pieces, I'll get the capture card first. And then wait like a month and then start looking at cameras. So probably the end of the summer. I'm thinking like the end of the summer I'll upgrade to like a nice camera up here. And what I'll probably do is take this one, move it down here, and then buy like my main one. And I'm thinking that Sony 6400 is what I want.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just get a used one and see how that works.
Yeah, I'm gonna look after I get the whole cam link and stuff like that. I'm gonna look into just getting like different lenses to see closer and stuff, the little stuff. But for the good camera, anyway.
I'll say I have a lens I can sell you.
What do you have? Like a 110?
It's 100 millimeter.
Yeah.
The 100 mil. It's not the red. It's not the red stripe one. It's the regular one. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, I probably only used it maybe couple hundred times, like maybe not even that many times. There's nothing wrong with it though. Yeah, it's like I think new. It's like I didn't buy it new, but it's like a $300-$400, about $500 lens.
Yeah, when you spend that much money on stuff, you take care of it, and then they just last forever. As long as you don't break it, they're gonna last forever.
Yeah, I keep all that stuff like as soon as I'm done with it, I put it away and like because I'll be damned if I'm gonna break any of that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get all that stuff as long as you don't kill the channel talking about smuggling weapons to children.
So yeah, that was. I'm telling you, dude, I've lost like 10 subs because of that. Don't watch Friday. Well, Friday's episode's pretty funny. If you want to watch it, it's pretty funny. But I made an off-color joke about selling. What I say, I'm going to sell vape gear to kids so I can get enough money to fund my illegal gun organization. I don't know. Like I don't know if that was it, but pissed somebody off.
Nah, it's just a weird thing, I bet. It's just like people sub, unsub. It could be people that are, it could have been something. Actually, if it happened in the beginning of the month, YouTube does that thing. Like if people ain't active, they just kick them off.
But how could people not be active? I've only had my channel for like a year. You know?
It could be, that's what they do though. Like even, I don't know.
It's only like, it literally is only like 10 people, but it's still to me, it's like, that's a lot. Like I spent like fucking 2 weeks getting 10 people, dude. What the fuck?
It's worse.
It's like I'm gonna go create 10 accounts and go sub to myself.
It's worse on Instagram. I lose like 30 people a day, and then you gain like 60, but you lose like 30 every day. It's the same people you lose. It's weird. Yeah.
And I can't stand Instagram because you always get the people who follow you. It's like I looked at somebody today. It was called like something Vape. They had like 94,000 followers, which that's a bullshit account. If they have 94,000, I've never heard of you. And then they're following like 500. So it's like, I know you're gonna not follow me. So don't follow me. You know what I mean? Because I know you're just gonna unfollow me here in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're running over. Veronica's on her way home. So dinner is going to be cooked very, very soon. Nick, you got want to give a little shout out before you go here? Before we get out of here?
A shout out?
I don't know. Shout? You want to shout?
I'll be on at 7 p.m.
You'll be on at 7 p.m. That's 41 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Uh-oh.
That's pretty awesome. We almost went like straight into your show.
Almost?
Yeah. I've got to go. I've got to go peddle some baseball cards so I can get more roosters and chicken wings. So I'm gonna All right, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us today. Nick, as always, man, thanks for coming on bullshitting with me for an hour. I really appreciate you, man. You're awesome. I really like the sunglasses. That was hilarious. That you took them from the McDonald's manager. That's hilarious. Tomorrow, Vape at 5, we're gonna review the Serpent oldie but goodie bottom feeder. It's a couple years old, new to me. I don't know if you've used it and you haven't used it. The great thing about this RDA is I found it several different places for under $10. So I'll review it tomorrow. I've had a really, really nice user experience with it. This is courtesy of John Wright. He actually sent me this. He didn't want it. Asked me to try it. I wasn't going to review it, and then I tried it, and I was like, holy shit, like, this is a really good value for $10. So I'm going to review that tomorrow. I'll show you the ins and outs of it. Thursday, we don't have a show, and then Friday is the Vape Hot Tub. We got a very special guest on Friday, Nick. Very special. Yeah, G.I. Jane is going to make her YouTube debut on the Vape at 5 Friday at probably 5:15. It's like 11 o'clock over there.
I hope she comes on. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I never seen G. Well, I did. I seen pictures. I think.
I had not. No, I did not. Jane and I have known each other for about 3 years. And when I say known each other, like talk like at least every other day. And like now we talk every day. And I'd never seen what she looked like.
Oh, that's like a thing. That's like a thing.
Never seen what she looked like.
You would never see what Jane looks like. That was like a thing that went on like for a long, long time.
Yeah, and then I recently saw a picture of her about like 3 months ago. I saw a picture of her, and I was like, finally put a face. So now she's like, well, now that people know what I look like, because she liked that whole mysterious thing. She liked that, and now she's like, well, now that people know what I look like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a YouTube show with you. I was like, okay. So I think we're gonna have her on because it's Shy Tots week. So we're gonna have her on. We got a giveaway tomorrow after the review. We got a giveaway on Friday after the review, so make sure you tune in for those two. And repost a pic. I didn't mention this yesterday, but anybody who's still watching, make sure you repost a pic from Shy Tots webpage. The link isn't below. I need to update the link, so I'll do that tonight. Hey baby, I'm almost done. Repost a picture from Shy Tots website, ShyTots26, hashtag BlackCatFam at ShyTots26 to enter the giveaway for Friday. Tonight on the YouTubes, you have some fantastic shows. A gentleman who's in chat, one of my favorite shows I never miss every week, is the Real Vapors Show. That's on at 8 o'clock tonight on ST Vape's channel. You got Nick on at 7 o'clock on Endivine 83. What else is on Tuesday? I think Fresh is on at 9 o'clock. It's not Fresh from the Kitchen, but it's something.
It is fresh from concentrates.
I think that was, maybe. It might be that as well. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. We will see you tomorrow, and Nick will see you here in about 40 minutes. All right, have a great night. Be good to